Roman Griffen back this week with more tidbits from human existence. That was stupid. Anyway, Jessica Simpson has a lot of good friends living in Atlanta, so when she heard that the Russians invaded Georgia, she ran frantically to the phone to call the White House, wishing to speak to the president to see if he can do anything about it. Turns out the president had already left the White House seeking higher ground just in case the Russians decided to head north towards Washington, D.C. Now this isn't funny, but in a way it is. In Bangkok, a hippo swallowed a circus dwarf. Now, I don't mean to be insensitive. I've grieved correctly for the dwarf's family, but two things come to mind. Number one, what was Rosie O'Donnell doing in northern Thailand? And number two, what did that dwarf do to her? Here's a good one, folks. Women in New York City are all about the latest anti-aging craze, in which women are paying almost $200 to have bird shit massaged into their face. You heard correct. Shit massaged into their face. Now, this is kind of interesting to me. It kind of cracks me up in a way, because I've been given a boot by several women on the grounds that I was insensitive, I didn't care, and that I just shit all over them. And now here today I find that all I had to do to make it all better was to just turn around and massage it in. Better late than never to know these things, but well, you know, you live, you learn. The other night on television I saw a documentary on a woman named Sybil, who psychiatrists and psychologists were just totally interested in, because the reason is because Sybil had 16 personalities. 16. A woman with 16 personalities. Think about that for a second. That's like 90 to 110 personalities less than the average woman. It is amazing. Now I can see where all the hoopla comes from. I wonder if she got made fun of in school for that. And in, I think it was Oklahoma, I read a cat returned home, and the owners were surprised by the cat because it had it had an arrow in its head. Now, the only thing I think is funny is that it was kind of, the cat lived, so I know I'm not supposed to laugh about it. People are going to get more mad at me for laughing about the cat getting shot with the arrow than they are about the poor circus dwarf who got swallowed by the hippo. That's a true story. Anyway, because the owners were surprised to see their cat return home with an arrow. I mean, trying to get in the trying to get in that little cat door. Here, kitty. Anyway, I don't know. I just thought it was funny because it said they were surprised to see. Surprise. Anyway, here you go. We have Brian and Eddie were sick of being picked on in school because of their lack of skill when it came to paintball. So they decided that they were going to bump it up a few notches. And as they both they said we were looking for something a little more permanent. Eddie was quoted as saying, "I bet whoever's left isn't going to make fun of us now." And here we see Carl, who decided to sacrifice his own life to prove that the best-selling book, Swim with the Sharks Without Getting Eaten Alive, is a bunch of bullshit. And though he may be cuddly all day and cute when you go to see him in the zoo, Frank has been known to have a few beers and then go terrorize the neighborhood driving at excessive speeds on his go-kart. Thank you for watching, and I'll be in touch.